swagger like us.
Yeah, the Scrabble champ. Like it wasn't that T.I. This was like
the Scrabble champ. Yes, sir.
Because you know he get off of Scrabble. Like you know he landed on all the triple word scores. Like
yes,
I love T.I., but like some of that stuff frustrated me.
I'm finna take it to the tip top. I'm finna take it to the D.O.P.
Welcome to the inaugural pod, the Takeover Rap Podcast, and I'm here with my homie John. What do you want to be called on this podcast? I should have asked you that before.
Question. That is a good question.
Because like you got like 7 names now.
That's a fact. Most people know Johnny South, but I was told I can't use that no more. People been throwing around like Johnny Northside or whatever. Just call me Bates. That's what they call me at work now. I ain't never been called that in my life. So.
Bates? Like, that's like military.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, they used to, I had a dude that used to call me by my last name in my little pre-college programs, dude named Brian. He'd be like, Kane. It was like, first time, I'm like, why? What is this? And it just stuck.
Yeah,
so everybody's like, Kane. I'm like, whatever works. I wanted to do a podcast talking about rap.
Yes, sir.
As a creative, as a person who raps, as a person who also raps a little bit, who also is a connoisseur, student of the game, a person who appreciates the art. And I wanted to just come together, talk about different things that I just feel need like a fresh perspective, because I think a lot of people have, everybody got their own opinion, but I think like well-versed perspective on like rap,
yes, sir.
And stuff like that. I guess my question for you, Bates, is why did you agree to even do this?
Right. I'm not gonna
we're
gonna put a pin on Bates right now.
All right, we're gonna do JB. Why did you agree to do this podcast? What intrigued you?
Honestly, it was a couple factors that had led me to do this. First is that you asked.
That'll do it.
Exactly. I always wanted to do make guest appearance on people, but I guess nobody ever thought I was worthy. But I got a love for music. I never like you said, I mess around with rapping, but I was never a rapper. But I knew I had the skill to do it for a verse or two. But for teaching it, that's just something that we all grow up doing.
Yeah.
That barbershop talk feel.
Yeah.
Same thing from sports to rap. That's part of the culture. So,
Yeah, and that's when we was off mic, when we were talking about one of the topics, that's how I just always thought it would be cool to have the perspective on rap that was like First Take, Sports Center.
Right.
Now the show with Skip and Shannon and stuff like that. Undisputed, yeah. And have that perspective in regards to rap, because I feel like it's gonna sound crazy. I feel like there are some things that are true that people think that are debatable. I think there are some definitive stuff about rap and hip hop that people are like, man, look, it's everybody to each their own or whatever. But I'm like, nah, that's just, this is facts. Those are false. I
agree. I agree. It's some things that if you think a different way than me, I put you in a category. Right. Can't talk to you about it ever again.
I've had a few of those. I mean, we're likely gonna get into it on this, maybe not on this pod, maybe on one of our other pods about that. So as we kind of get into this very introductory pod, why should people care about this? Why, making a pitch to people? Why should they even be invited in? Why should they feel like they're a part of it? What's the deal?
If you're looking for a fresh, I feel like I'm shooting a commercial. You tired of old takes on music? Come on down to the Takeover Podcast.
Right.
I just feel like this is a new lane for people our age around it to come. Because, you got the old hits that get stuff.
Respect.
And then you got these young bucks that got their way. I want to hear stuff from people in my generation, what they got to say. Because both the younger and the older both discredit where I'm at with it. So, I'm just trying to hear that. What about you? What you got?
Yeah, I think similarly, I've always been about, so that's even the thing with the other podcasts that I have is I'm always about building a space for people that kind of feel like they're part of the community, right? So like we're talking about the barbershop. I want you to feel like you in the barbershop, waiting behind 7 heads when you should have been next in line. And we talk, the new J. Cole album comes up. What's that perspective? Because I feel like there's either a rush to, there's always people who rush to those perspectives. So like, for example, that Drake album dropped and people are like, I need to give my opinion right away.
Exactly.
And so I want us to stay away from that. I want us to have like a well-rounded view. Like if we have different folks on here and stuff like that, just with sharper perspectives and not just I'm a rush to judgment, but more like I've considered this, I've lived with this music, or maybe I don't live with it and I have to kind of like approach it from a open-minded perspective. So I think if you want a community of people that just care about the just in love hip hop, who care about the music that you live with, that you kind of ride around town to, put in your headphones at the gym, and you want people to have commentary on it, then this is the place. This is where you want to be.
Yes, sir.
Last question before we finish off. One of your favorite songs. I don't feel like it's fair to be what is your favorite song? But
I probably got 50 songs in my top 10 songs.
Right.
Right.
All fighting in each and every week.
The song I chose for this, like I said, I chose Grand Finale. Okay. This is so speaking of like our generation, a thing was like posse cuts, right? Where everybody get on the track and try to just outspit everybody on it. It really don't happen that much anymore. I can't think of the last posse joint.
Well, especially that one, and I'm partial, like I'm biased to like Southern music. I grew up in Jackson, Tennessee, so like when people hear Southern rappers, they don't think, lyrical ability. There's like, let's get crunk. Like, it's not like a real appreciation for what their skills are on the mic, which is way different.
That's why I picked it. For those that don't know, Grand Finale, Lil Jon and the East Side Boys, even though they not rapping, it's like the outro, Kings of Crunk, correct. You got 5 MCs. You got, who we got? We got Jadakiss, Ice Cube, Nas, T.I., and UGK, Bun B. You got 5 totally different rappers, 5 different parts of the United States.
I would not put these people
exactly.
in the room
Nobody
together.
would put these 5, but Lil Jon did, and it's heat.
Yeah,
straight heat, and I listen to it at least once a month just to take me back to freshman year in high school.
You put dishes in the dishwasher, and then you gotta
exactly.
cut that
I'm out there spitting that Q verse still, The fun fact about this is back then when it first came out, if you asked me who had the best verse, I would have said Ice Cube.
Right.
Because he had like some relevant things. He was talking about the Kobe trial at the time.
Yeah.
And that hit hard. Now if you ask me, I don't know, I might go with T.I. He actually did like Lil Flip on there. So just during that time frame.
And the crazy thing is like T.I., this will come out probably in later pods. I have an appreciation for T.I., but I also have like, who is this guy? I think he is kind of like. Exactly. I have both of those things that
somebody could be under and overrated at the same time. There you go.
Because we were just, I was with a friend, likely friend of the show when this actually is a podcast, Corey, Cyfax, and we were. What did he put on? He put on Paper Trail. There you go. And so I think he played I'm Illy.
There you go.
And I was like,
yes, sir.
This is like top tier Southern rap.
Yes,
like,
sir. That was lyrical too.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. And it wasn't like the current, like it wasn't the later T.I. lyrical, which is just saying a bunch of long words.
Oh yeah.
Like the
swagger like us.
Yeah, the Scrabble champ. Like it wasn't that T.I. This was like
the Scrabble champ. Yes, sir.
Because you know he get off of Scrabble. Like he landed on all the triple word scores. Like,
yes.
I love T.I., but like some of that stuff frustrated me a little bit. But No, yeah, definitely what I did. I didn't mean to crash on your take.
No, that was fine.
Let's see. Mine's, I guess, a different way with it. Just because this is also a song that I play. So most of my music now, like as an adult, I listen to most of it in the gym. But it still comes on in the gym. And it's not even really a gym song, but it's Kanye West, Late, from Late Registration.
Fire.
And
Fire.
you know, it's like Kanye West he's the guy, man. Like when it comes to putting together moments and vibes, like I didn't realize that. Like first I thought, oh, this guy knows how to sample, like way back when. I was like, oh, this guy knows how to like say explosive things and he has comedic timing. But then I was like, the way this dude puts together a song is similar to like how Dave Chappelle puts together a stand up.
Genius.
You know, it's like how an artist will kind of put together like a painting or like some sort of exhibit, and you look at it, you actually feel a way. And so I think Late is one of them things, man. It's a vibe. It's you can play it at any moment in the day.
That was my jam in high school.
Because like even on that album, it's not like it's great songs on that album. Actually, I don't. Well, I'll maybe make this a topic of like what no skip albums or whatever. But like it's them skits is whatever. But like no
skips is almost a myth to me. Right. But we'll get into that later. I can't wait till we get into that one.
Yeah, definitely. Later down the line, we definitely gotta get into that.
Late for me is, I feel like it's a 10-second loop, just going back over like the beat. Yeah, it's really just
it's like minimal as ever.
Right, but fire lyrics on there, man. And I was like, that was like the end of high school, beginning of college. He talking about pre-workers and classes. Yes. I'm all in on that. I was like,
it was literally going in like I remember because like I dropped out of college earlier on, so I remember listening to that. I see, look, great minds think alike, Kanye.
Meta,
right? No, without a doubt, it was like I don't know, it's weird. It's being able to live with a song for that like period of time. It's just it's timeless, and I think that'll likely be something we'll talk about too. But like it's hard. It's not easy to make. Like as a person who makes music on a very lower level, it's not easy to make songs that are timeless like that just live, and no matter where you put it on, you just rap along to it. You know what I mean? Like
I ain't got a few of them.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I'm sure we'll get to them. But anyways, I guess this is where the pod ends. Okay. Y'all be smooth.
Yes, Peace. Sir.